What are you doing for Lent this year? If you've spent any time in Roman Catholic circles over the past week, you've probably heard this question. What are you doing for Lent this year? It's not a bad question, but is it the right question? So often in my own life, I know that I can get caught up in focusing on my own actions and activities. This even happens in my spiritual life too. If my Franciscan spiritual director had a nickel for each time I came to him talking about these great plans and desires I had for God, or came talking about concerns that I'm not doing enough, let's just say that vow of poverty that he took would be seriously called into question. But the thing with all of these questions and concerns is that they're focused on what I'm doing. When I get so hung up on my own busyness, I forget to focus on what God is doing in my life. Perhaps a better question this year for me would be, what is God doing this year for Lent? Perhaps my Lenten practices could help me focus on God's transformational love and presence in my life, rather than focus on the ways in which I hope to transform myself. Perhaps by committing time to sitting in silence each day, or to prayerfully read over a scripture passage, or to call up a friend or a mentor and talk about what's going on in my prayer life. Perhaps these things could help me to recognize God's transformational activity working in my day-to-day life. The psalmist seems to grasp this today when they say, "A clean heart create for me, O God." Notice that they don't say, "I'm going to create a clean heart for me," or "I'm recreating my heart today." No, it's God who transforms the heart. All of my activities, all of my doings, those things won't bring about the transformations that I actually long for. That's God's work. It's God's initiative. And it's my hope this Lent to open myself up to what God's up to. What's God doing for Lent this year? Let's find out.